If you're like me and you're a full-time creative, your monitor isn't just a screen. It is your workspace, your color reference, and sometimes your sanity. Today I'm reviewing the AOC U27U3CV, what a mouthful. It is a 27-inch 4K nano IPS monitor built specifically for color critical creative work. That was another mouthful and all. Now I've actually been using this as a daily driver for a fair few months. So who is this monitor for? This monitor is clearly aimed at designers, video editors, photographers, and anyone working in the color accuracy workflow. So if you're a gamer at 240Hz, this really isn't your display. But if you care about accurate colors, the clean 4K real estate and single cable setups, this one deserves your attention. So display and picture quality, the first thing that you'll notice is that 27-inch 4K nano IPS panel. And this is where the monitor sort of really shines, as you're getting that 3840 by 2160 resolution, which is actually perfect for timelines, tool panels, and the sharp text. Now, with it being the nano IPS panel, that delivers for excellent viewing angles and consistent color across the screen. So there's no like weird shift when you lean back or rotate the screen in any sort of way. The color accuracy is clearly the priority here with the 100% sRGB, the 100% Rec 709, the 98% DCI P3, and factory calibrated with a Delta E under 2. What that means is for editing, design, or grading, you get what you see. There's no guessing, there's no oversaturation after you've rendered or whatever. The brightness does top out at 400 nits, so it's not the brightest of brights, but it is solid for studio work and also supports the display HDR 400. So don't expect the cinematic HDR, but highlights pop nicely and it adds depth when working with HDR content. Now the contrast sits at 1300/1, which is slightly better than the average for the IPS, which is noticeable in the darker sort of scenes. When it comes to refresh rate and performance, the refresh rate is only a 60Hz panel, but it does have a 4 millisecond response time. Now that is completely fine when it is intended for its certain uses like editing, which feels smooth, scrolling is clean, and the motion is consistent. But there is a bonus: this is built in with adaptive sync, so it does help slightly reduce those tearing in the occasional like gaming sessions or a bit of motion preview. But again, that's not what this screen's for. This is not for esports. This is genuinely just for editing and sort of photo photography work. This does come packed though with a fair few different ports. So you've got the USB docking and connectivity, so you can use the USB port, which delivers up to 96 watts of power. So that basically means that you can power your laptop, drive another 4K display, connect a USB accessory, or you can even provide Ethernet, which is through the RJ45 port. You also do get though the two HDMI 2.0s, the one display port, the USB-A and USB-C downstream ports, the RJ45 Ethernet, 3.5mm audio out, and last but not least, the built-in speakers, which is another huge bonus. So it technically is like a docking station sort of within a monitor, if you will. Now the design is clean as well, it's professional. It has a four-sided frameless bezel, which looks great with the multi-monitor setups if you wanted, 3 of these going on at once. The stand that it does come with is fully adjustable with height, tilt, swivel, and pivot, but I have put this on a VESA mount as it does support that 100x100 VESA mounting. The built-in speakers, now they are fine, they're not amazing, not terrible, good enough for reference audio or quick previews, but you'll still want sort of like external speakers or headphones like I do. As I say, this isn't a gaming monitor, so it's not going to have the top-end speakers in there so you can hear bass and treble and all the mids and highs and lows. But again, most people working on video already have external speakers or headphones anyway. Now there are some pros and there are some cons. So with the pros, we've got excellent color accuracy out of the box, the 4K nano IPS panel with wide color gamut, the USB-C with the 96 watt power delivery, the built-in docking and Ethernet, the fully ergonomic stand, the clean and professional design. Now the cons, obviously it being the 60Hz only. Again though, it is not for gaming, so 60Hz really is all that you need. The HDR is pretty basic. It's not real true to HDR. It does do the job fairly well. Then the built-in speakers probably are just, they're not the best, but either way. But like I mentioned, nowadays, everyone has external speakers or headphones. So my final verdict as a full-time creative, the AOC U27U3CV nails the fundamentals that actually matter with the accurate color, sharp 4K resolution, and a single cable workflow that simplifies the whole desk, even though mine is not simple at all. So if your priority is editing, design, color grading, or productivity, this probably is the most solid monitor that punches above its price point. It's not flashy, it's not gamer bait, it's just reliable, professional, and honestly that's all that you really want. So if this video has helped you in any way decide if this monitor is the right one for you, then I would really appreciate a like, subscribe with the notification bell, because I've got plenty more monitors on the way. I will leave a link down below so you can go out and check this monitor for yourself and all the other variants of this monitor in the more professional area, and go ahead and do so. But other than that, I really do appreciate everyone that's watched the video. Captivate, and I'll see you all in the next one.